Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. My name is Jeff. So in this video, you can check out Blackpink Playing with Fire. Lots of suggestions for this one. I do want to say that I was going to react to As If It's Your Last, but I realized I've seen that one already. And of course, it was a pretty cool performance, quite bouncy. So I have seen that, so I don't think that would have been a good reaction because I was just like, oh right, I know this song. But Playing with Fire, I have not seen before. So as usual, I'm going to check out the dance practice and then the music video. Ooh, that's cool. Interesting, just the piano? Beautiful. They always have beautiful intros. Kind of sets you in, right? Oh, nice. This is quite different from their normal sound. Nice sharp movements and snaps. She sounds amazing in here. Ooh. Nice. This is a good song. I love that Rose is, sorry, oh my god, I just paused into the chorus. I love that Rose usually does a pre-chorus because it's such an emotional sound from her that it just set it up quite nicely. As for the dancing, it's really good so far. Lots of bouncier movements, lots of hips, sways and stuff like that. Dynamics is there, so it's pretty cool so far. Oh. So I'm gonna go back to the beginning of this chorus because I just like this part is pretty difficult because it's a jump into that, but it's quite controlled as well. Like that last part, I just got Jisoo's footwork there just didn't coordinate as well. That last part, like this is difficult. That's why I'm pointing it out, even though like the pros like them kind of struggles with it. I think it's because it kind of swoops in like this. Can you see it? Yeah, because it swoops in like this. It requires a lot of control with that footwork, because it could easily be too much, or it could easily be like you're kind of just like dragging yourself. So it needs a certain bend and sway to that leg, and for it to be so smooth, and also for it to travel enough distance, like what they're doing, from one end to another, because then that will create that flow. But in that last bit, I think Jisoo's foot got caught in that last one, unless that's how she deals with like getting into the next move. We don't know for sure, but it kind of distracted me just a little bit because the other three were kept going like this, but hers kind of stopped like this here. It was a little bit abrupt. Here, I'll show you. Boom, boom, boom. Right? Did you guys see that? I'm sure you guys saw it. It's nothing, you know, it's probably, it could easily be the shoes and it could easily be the floor. So, or the combination of both, because when you're doing those kind of things, if your shoes are quite grippy, then it can get easily caught on the floor, especially what they're using. Those are boots too, so it's definitely different. It's a little bit heavier, right? It's nothing against her, it's just I'm pointing it out that it could be shoes, floor, could all be a factor in executing that move. Nice. Great isolation for the hands. It's very clean. Nice, nice imagery. Oh, I like that. That's quite different. I like it. It's a very interesting verse. Yeah. So in this whole section, Lisa does a very good job of rapping. Of course, she's magnificent in that expertise. So because the rap is like, it starts out kind of like more chill and then it goes harder, you can see that the shift in energy from that first execution of the first half of that verse and into that latter half, because suddenly when the music picked up, you have like more kind of like to the executions, and this is what you gotta pay attention to when you're performing, because I get a lot of questions about how do you maintain stamina for when you're performing these kind of songs, especially because they're getting harder and harder, like especially K-pop performances. So in these kind of scenarios, you need to choose where to put your energy in. You can't go full out the whole time, especially if you're singing and dancing at the same time. So what they're doing is that they're creating this structure where there are slower movements, because slower movements can also take up a lot of energy, right? So in those slower movements, they're a little bit more chill in that, and then when the music picks up, when it matters, then they kind of add more energy to it. So it's a lot of kind of like, you know, very chill, and then it goes into like that drop of the beat. It's a lot harder. I'm starting to really like Jennie's tone ever since Ice Cream. Nice. Nice. Hold on, sorry, that was a beautiful tone from Jisoo. This whole section here, that part, coordination, because it's your right foot and then it's like kind of like opposites in a way. Of course, it'll be hard at first. I feel, you know, those moves that frustrates you, like when you're starting to learn it, you just can't get it, and then as the more you try, I can't speak today. As the more you try it, the better you get at it. This is one of those moves, because our legs and like thing is just kind of like different coordination. Nice. Who is that? Is that Jennie? Can I just say that I might get a lot of flames for this, but I like her as a vocalist and a rapper. Not that she's bad at rapping at all. I just feel like her tone when she's singing is just something. It's so beautiful, and it's round too. Like I've mentioned before that like I do like kind of rounder, more solid tones from women, just because sometimes they go way too high on that pitch, and it's a different market for that. That's a preference thing. I'm not saying that that's a technical thing. That's just a preference thing. And you like what you like, I like what I like. But with Jennie's tone, it's just, I like it. I like it more. I like her more as a vocalist than a rapper. Not that she's bad at rapping. I just prefer her as a singer. Nice. Woohoo! Lisa's going hard on that. Love Lisa's body lines. It's just so beautiful. I've mentioned this several times in my reactions to her. Like, she's just amazing. Her body lines is just so well controlled, so out of the ordinary, you know? Okay, let's go check out the music video. I love that it's just a piano. It reminds me of the choir room and in high school when people are just like playing. Oh, we got literal fire. They look great with these stylings. Wow! He looks so cute. Those ad-libs. Oh, who's that dude? Oh, that's beautiful. Nice. Rosie looks amazing too. He stole my or the cops. Whoa. Every time. Nice. Yeah. Don't mess with him. With them. That sounded like him. With them. See? Oh. Actually, like, you know what? This is a very vocally centric song, and I really appreciate that, one, you got Jennie rapping and singing in this song. You got Jisoo, you got Rose, you got Lisa's, all very strong lines, and it's very well distributed because, you know, from the recent single. But it's just the vocal quality is sometimes this is what we don't really think about when we hear new singles. Some of our vocals don't fit certain songs, and it doesn't quite highlight the overall potential of what you can show as a vocalist. And I feel like this is one of those songs where they're able to showcase what they're really capable of. Because you got great melody, you got great runs, it's in a great key, it's not too high nor too low, and you got a great verse for the rapping, and you got ad-lib opportunities, you got falsetto opportunities. It just shows your range. And then there's emotions as well, because it's quite a deep song. So this is probably why when tracks come out and we're like, oh, I'm not liking that as much, versus, oh, I really like this one. These are the kind of like subconscious things that we know, but we can't verbalize. So sometimes there's a song that's just like, oh, I don't like it, but I don't know why I don't like it. But then there's this kind of song where you just know that you like it, right? This is like post-breakup. That kind of face that she's giving me. Of course, a very solid song. I like that a lot too. I think that's gonna go on my playlist. Yeah, I just like songs that really show off the artist's capabilities, because there are often songs that it just don't do them justice. Like, you know, their full potential, and I'm sure you guys can relate. It does, like, some songs doesn't, you know, show their full potential, but then you get songs like this. These are the songs that you like. If someone was getting into like K-pop and you're like, I like girl groups, you know, I've heard of Blackpink, what's the song that I could listen to first? Like, I feel like this is one of those songs that you would suggest first, because it shows off their capabilities a lot, with dancing as well as singing and rapping. Well, thank you guys for watching today. I hope that you enjoyed it. And if you did, do like and subscribe. And if you do subscribe, make sure you tick that notification bell so you don't miss any content from me. And if you'd like to get to know more about me, do check out my Instagram and Twitter down below.